How do you feel about the fight coming up with Miesha Tate?
I think it's great. It's the first time in years that the women have been main event in Strikeforce show, and it's going to be main event on Showtime. And a lot of people disagree with my tactics of getting the kind of attention that this fight has gotten and getting this title shot at itself. But you know what? It's working. Don't hate on me for being smart.
Yeah. How about you and Miesha Tate have an epic Twitter war going on right now? How did that all start?
It started with somebody sent her a thing being like, hey, would you ever want to fight Ronda Rousey? And she tweeted back, sure, why not? And then I saw that, and I wrote back, I'm down. And then she sent me a personal one. She's like, well, do you think you can make 135? And I'm like, if she just sent me a personal invite to 135, after my next fight, I was just like, yo, I'm coming down to 145 and I'm fighting this chick. And then she was suddenly like, I don't want to fight her. She's not worthy of fighting me. Yes. The word worthy came out of her mouth. And I was just like, wait a minute, honey. You picked up your first singlet when I was training for my first Olympics. You don't think I'm worthy to fight you? That was just totally insulting to me. What kind of pompous thing to say is that? I mean, if you're the champion, you should want to fight anyone, anytime. Who cares? And for you to be like, oh no, you're not worthy to fight me. It's just annoying. It's more annoying than chewing tinfoil hanging out with that chick. Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
That's how it all started, huh?
At first I was willing to give her benefit of a doubt, but now I've had to hang out with her a couple times. I'm like, God, this girl's just annoying. And every time I hear her interviews, it just sounds like she's whining all the time. And I'm tired of her. So it's the cool thing about MMA is every single conflict ends in an actual fight. And I wish the rest of life was like that, actually.
I think it's good that you're fighting her in the cage then.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys have some stuff to
Yeah. I think a lot of things would get resolved that way. I think it's a way just to resolve it, you know, because everyone's arguing about all these kind of things. I'm like, okay, well now we're actually in a fight and we'll see who wins, and probably that'll be it.
The answer to world peace.
Yeah, right? We should just make everyone from every president of every country just put them in a tournament and then fight. And whoever president's stronger gets to pass his economic policy.
Yeah.
Brazil's taking over the world.
Brazil is going to be the superpower.
Why do you feel Miesha was so upset about you getting the title so quickly? Because she seemed upset on Twitter and stuff.
It's because it took her 6 years to do what I could do it in 6 months, and I think it's threatening to her to see that happen, and girls don't like to be showed up, you know. She's like, oh, I put in 6 years of MMA and she got to do it in 6 months. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when your fights are exciting and you're smart, you know. And a lot of girls probably, women are more passive aggressive than men are, I think. And I'm kind of more upfront, and I think it rubs a lot of girls the wrong way.
That's good though. Like, I'm a ring girl, so I deal with a lot of catty girls. Do you feel that women MMA fighters are catty as well?
I think women in general are very catty, but it's different if you're actually fighting, you know, because you're kind of like, okay, this person might actually try to physically hurt me one day. So it's kind of more like that. But also, it's too, the girls that I fight, I have more in common with them than anybody else. So I'm down, you know, a lot of the girls that are fighters, they're super cool and down to earth, and I like, you know, hanging out with them. But, you know, some of them can't really separate themselves, you know, personally from the professional part. And I feel like I'm able to separate myself from it fine. You know, after this fight with Miesha, I mean, I would be fine with just putting everything aside and being cool. But
that was gonna be my next question.
She probably, I don't think she would, because I'm kind of raining on her parade hardcore. I'm gonna Katrina on her parade.
All right. Wow.